Welcome to the Better Eye Health podcast with Damon P. Miller II, MD. This particular podcast is an excerpt from the weekly conference calls. Dr. Miller focuses on different topics connected to the Better Eye Health program. The topic of this session is Pure Focus Lutein product. Here is Dr. Miller.
That's a good question, the Pure Focus. We had left those instructions in there hoping against hope that the company that made it would start making it again.
Okay.
We're redoing some of that material, so I'm sorry that there was that confusion. That was the lutein product we used to use, and that was the one I was referring to that used to have a little bit of ginkgo in it to help get the lutein into the eyes better. And that was a lipolyzed, it was an interesting product. It was a lipolyzed product, meaning it was formed into tiny little fat-soluble spheres that could be absorbed through the mucosa of the mouth. So it was just great for better absorption. But they got into trouble for two reasons. First, they got into trouble because the FDA said, well, anything that's lipolyzed is a drug, and so you're selling a drug, and you got to stop selling a drug unless you go through all the hoops to get it approved as a drug. And they fought the good fight and said, no, it's not a drug, it's a supplement. We're allowed to use this manufacturing process. And but in the months and months and months it took to do that, they lost their contract with the manufacturer. And making these things is a kind of alchemy. It's difficult, so they're not making it anymore, and they can't find anybody who knows how to make it. They would love to make it again, but it's been difficult for them. So that is what the Pure Focus is. So what we're using now is the lutein from Allergy Research. It's the same raw material. It's a product out of Belgium called FloraGlo lutein, which is far superior to anything else on the market. And I will also say that if you go on eBay and things like that, you'll see people selling Pure Focus, but don't buy it. It's either horribly out of date, and they've just scratched the expiration date off the bottle, or it is a counterfeit. And they're charging a whole lot of money for something that isn't really that good. So there are some scams out there because it was such a popular product. There are people who are trying to counterfeit the box and things, or taking outdated product and trying to sell it as in-date. So that's just the lutein. That's all the Pure Focus is. And that was sent to you as a product from pills in the product from Allergy Research.
Tune in for more podcasts and other presentations. Go to www.bettereyehealth.com. There is hope for sight.